2026, yeah? Mm-mm-mm. Most people say it's a what? New year, new them, or new year, new me, or some shit like that. But honestly, I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't fully make it to the end of the videos where I'm just kind of yapping and ranting and stuff like that. But honestly, I was like, because it's about to be a new year, there's like, there's some things that I want to like really kind of just admit to you guys and just kind of let you guys know precisely like why things are kind of the way they are. Like for example, if you look at like my uploading, it's always like, oh, he uploads like once a month a long form video, but then somehow you'll see me spam YouTube Shorts 2 times per day. Now I want to get into that later on into the video, but I mean the first thing I wanted to just kind of talk about is Happy New Year's, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year's Eve. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. Happy holidays to those that celebrate, whether it's Hanukkah or and whatnot, that good stuff. But yeah, I really just kind of want to thank you guys just because, like, legitimately, you guys don't know how actually, like, so much it means, like, to just be able to do this. Like, honestly. Because granted, we're not like some crazy big fan base, we're not like the craziest group in the world and whatever, right? But the thing that I just love the most is just like reading comments from people that are like reliving nostalgia in my videos. They're like, oh damn, he talks about this stuff because obviously I watch my own share of like anime YouTubers, and I have YouTubers that I love to watch as well and stuff like that. But some of them just don't always cover the stuff that like I watched or other people have watched, and I personally I love that. And I've loved the people that are like, my goodness, I forgot all about this, damn, you're old as shit. Contrary to what you may think, whether it's the good, the bad, the constructive, the whatever, the ones that I love reading all comments, whether it's good, bad, or hating. To me it showed that I made an impact on you. And that's one of the big main things I want to talk about today, like impact, because I feel like as people, right, we constantly ask ourselves like, why are we here on the earth? What is our purpose? What are the answers to life? And most people don't even figure it out by the time their life comes to an end, whether it's like they're 30, 40, 50, 60. There are 60-year-olds that still don't know what to do with their lives, and they're just kind of living vicariously through their lives. They have the same routine every single day, and if they're content with that, they're content with that. That's fine, but legitimately, I feel like as people, the thing that I at least I believe that we should strive is to kind of leave an impact. People say that you have only one life, and it's like, in that one life that you were given, what have you accomplished? And I feel like to be able to just be proud of your accomplishments, right? But more so than that is for people to acknowledge that you were actually there. And honestly, that's what like my big thing is going into 2026, at least for me. Hopefully you guys have something different in mind, right? But like, what kind of impact can I leave on people around me, the people that I love, my family, and just anybody that whether it's like you're watching my videos, you like my excitement, you love the fact that I can be so high energied and so like invested into some nerdy shit that quite frankly it doesn't matter, but it brings me joy. And that's what I feel like, especially like right now, depending where you're living, whether it's in America or some different other country and stuff like that. I feel like we're in a time in a society where people, they tend to think that like that they're just smaller, like it's just like a speck of dust in the world. And in all actuality, we kind of are. The galaxy is far more bigger and vaster than we are, right? But it's not so much about how big you think you are or how big people think you are, right? It's about like that when somebody remembers you, like, what is it that they feel? Are they left with like sadness? Are they left with, dang, this person could have been something? Or are they left with like, dang, this person lived their life to the fullest? Or this person made this much of an impact on me, and because of that, I want to strive to be someone similar to that. And for me, obviously I'm getting older. I'm 21 now, right? And honestly, I constantly keep on thinking about that, because I'm like, dang, if I were to low key pass away tomorrow, what what did I accomplish? Because I look back on it like when I was in high school, and I'm like, I'm gonna be 21. By 21, I'll be a millionaire, right? And when I hit 17, I was like, okay, I said that in the past when I was like 14 or 15, but I never really thought about like how exactly am I gonna become like that millionaire, or that person that of like people of prestige that people are like, dang, yeah, I know that guy for this and whatnot. I was just like, I'll do it. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll become a millionaire. I never thought of like a plan and how to really do that, right? And obviously money's in everything, right? You know what I'm saying? Money is one thing, but don't confuse like, oh, people's like need of money for not a need for connection. Because a lot of times when you get consumed by like greed, but then also you get kind of lost in the sauce of trying to work so hard to really towards a goal, you can lose connections. And that's kind of at least for me, that I felt like that I was starting to lose some connections with some people, always just like over here recording or doing something else. And that does lead me into my next thing, right? So for people that do care, right, I just wanted to say that for the majority of this channel, it's gonna be just YouTube shorts, because right now I'm working on a lot of other business ventures, and it does require my attention. But I do love making videos, and I just honestly, I love creating stuff in general. So hence why it's gonna be just mainly YouTube shorts. For the people that kind of are up to date on the series, we have Elite Ball Knowledge, which is the one where I test kind of you guys on your anime, cartoon, pop, shows and references and stuff like that, just on those. Then there's Elite Ball Knowledge Game Edition, where we talk about OG games like Fancy Pants, pop-up pizzerias, and games like that, like what is it, Plant vs Zombies, just stuff like that to kind of help people reminisce and things like that. And then obviously I will try to like sprinkle in a main video every once in a while. That way, for the people that like that and they love to hear me yap and get really hyped up with the really fast-paced background music and whatever, and all the edits and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll definitely, I can't promise that it's gonna be consistent. I will never make a promise that I can't keep, but I can promise you that I'll very much try to get one once a month, or maybe like it's just something, just because I enjoy making them as well, even though they do take quite a while, but it's fine, And so that's kind of the thing I wanted to let you guys know. So until like I feel like I'm really like, or I can do this YouTube thing for real, that's how it's gonna be, just mainly YouTube shorts. So if you wanna like obviously check them out if you love the series. And obviously I'll sprinkle in just some random like YouTube shorts where we're just talking about some random bullshit. I think I have one about like Dispatch, where I'm just ranking like the baddies from finest to like least finest. So obviously it's gonna be just random YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So that is how it's gonna be going into 2026. But obviously some things might switch around. Let's say the business starts doing very fantastic, then I'm like, okay, let me hold off on that, and then I might go into just making some videos for the people that love the long form stuff, because I have a lot of long form videos actually recorded, at least 20, but as for finding time to edit them between everything, it's a bit tricky. But yes, so for the people, thank you guys so much. But the last thing I really want to talk about is for anybody that feels like, and this is just because like going into 2026, right, people in America kind of see how the economy is kind of doing and stuff like that, right? Things are getting more expensive. Obviously housing is kind of impossible. Trying to live alone is like absolutely ludicrous, and things like that. But I want to implore anybody that that feels like they're unsure on what to kind of do when they reach a certain age, whether it's like 17, 16, which is like the big age people start to really think about stuff and whatever. Like what am I supposed to do? Like I don't know. Like college right now is not it, because there's barely any FAFSA funds, and obviously there's no financial aid. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? Well, the thing is though, right? The thing that I found that the best thing that I found is you take the thing that you are talented in, and I know it's oversaid, but you take the talent that you think that you do have, a quality that you think that really can help you express yourself. Because originally I started making YouTube videos to express my type of humor, but then with this, when the skits didn't fully express all of my nerdness and all of my other, like, whether it's talking very articulately or talking like a hood rat or even talking in a different language, what I'm saying, for my Burundians, I'm a kuru nimedza, but it's like, find a way that you yourself can be proud of the thing that you're doing, whether it's you're crafting jars. If you're really into that stuff, do that, right? If you're really good at making like talismans, which is a crazy thing, I'm sorry for my anime heads. If you're good at talismans, you know what I'm saying, try calligraphy. There is that. I feel like people, they limit themselves and put themselves in a box because they're so unsure to take a leap of faith into their own thing that they feel like they're good at, And I'm gonna tell you right now, as people, we are capable of having, if we have infinite potential. As people, we have infinite potential, always. So legitimately, if you put in enough time and effort, you can, quite frankly, learn almost anything. I say almost anything because, sadly enough, we can't learn the ability to fly on our own unless you get superpowers. But what I'm saying, if you are out there, then let me know and you have that shit. But yeah. So if you want to make content videos, what I'm saying, express yourself, go ahead, do it. Take a leap of faith. What I'm saying? I guarantee you that there are numerous people out there that either can relate to you or you can relate to them as self. If you're a person who likes sports, what I'm saying, and you see, oh dang, okay, even though I'm good at sports, I might not even make it to the league. That's fine. Find a way to express that love that you have for that, and then I guess express that in a way that you think is gonna best like make you feel good. Whether you start recording yourself and what I'm saying, in your daily workouts, there's people who love to see people work hard, and there's people that are like, okay, I love to see a person on their grind and they're locked in and focused, because you just never know that who you can inspire and whose life that you can change just depending on one simple thing you do. Because it takes only one thing to change a person's life. Just like how it takes one mistake to ruin a person's life, it takes one good thing to change a person's life. So just keep that in mind. And for all my people out there, if you're unsure, obviously pray. If you are a Christian or you do believe in that kind of stuff, obviously pray on it. But I do believe that there's gonna be always a path for you if you are willing to just take that first step and take a leap of faith. Now, again, I'm sorry for this is a very more serious video, and but I felt like it had to be kind of said going to 2026 because, like, I feel like these are words that, even though I'm saying them to you guys right now, that even I need to hear, just to help me reaffirm myself, to really focus and lock myself in, because sadly enough, time, it keeps on going. It's not gonna stop and wait for you. You have to legitimately grab time by your own hands and use it wisely if you want to, or not use it wisely. And I know when I'm saying that, you're like, oh, he probably uses his time fantastically. No, I'm terrible at managing my time. Do you know how many times I'll be doing research for a video and then I end up watching a whole entire anime instead because I have terrible focus? It happens more often than you would really think. Or I try to do multiple things all at once and then I end up getting nothing done. Or I get part of those things done, part of this thing done, but I never finish everything that I need to get finished. And that's completely fine. You're gonna stumble, you're gonna fail, but the thing is though, it's only a failure if you don't learn anything from it. That's the biggest thing that's one of the biggest things in life that you can learn. If you are able to, when you fail, be proud of that and say, okay, at least I learned something. And if you don't learn anything from it, well, then you're an idiot. That sounds mean, but it's just the truth, okay? That's one of my, like, I think, pet peeves. People who don't learn anything from any experience, and it doesn't even have to be your experience. You have people around you. You've seen people in movies, right? Don't make the same mistakes that they make. If you see Michael Myers is standing right over there, and then you're like, oh, I don't know if Michael Myers is actually over there. Maybe let me go see. And you've seen the Michael Myers movies already, and you still proceed to make the same mistakes? Yeah, you're an idiot. You're stupid. You don't deserve to have anything good happen to you. But all jokes aside, I wish you guys a happy new year, happy 2026. Honestly, let's live 2026 with a purpose. If people say new year, new year, new me, new year, it's gonna be my best year, right? Don't just make it your best year. Live it with a purpose, you know? Do everything with a purpose. Have it, make sure it has intention and not just like you are doing it just because. Again, easier said than done. And again, I'm gonna take my own advice. I'm not gonna do stuff just because I want to. I have to do it with intention, a reasoning. But with all that yapping out of the way, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. I love you fuck niggas every single time. Y'all don't even know for real. Like, if I could kiss y'all niggas, I would, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't swing that way, but I appreciate everybody that's been sticking with me for the past couple years. And yes, guys, you know what I'm saying? Let's go into this new year and have some fucking fun. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot planned for this year. Rush Hour, Spider-Man, Jackie Chan, My Goat. Come on, bro. There's so many different topics we can talk about because we're either old or there's just we know ball. And for my niggas that know ball, let's get active. But again, thank you guys so much for all you guys do for me. Thank you guys for the support. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in 2026. Fuck nigga, let's get it.